Welcome to today's session. Today's session is going to consist of a mobility flow and a muscular endurance circuit. Before you start, make sure that your immediate working area is clear of any obstructions. If you have any injuries, we suggest you do not take part in this. Finally, make sure you take on plenty of water pre, during and post your workout so you can maximise your performance and your recovery.
Using a hip hinge bent towards the floor, place one hand on one foot, rotate the trunk and reach up to the sky, opening up all the chest. Do a couple of these on either side. Okay, walk yourself out and then drive the chest towards the floor and the heels into downward dog position. We're going to do a couple calf pulses, so we're going to drive each foot to the floor individually while still maintaining a downward dog position. Now we're going to move from cobra to downward dog using the core. Each time trying to drive the hips towards the floor in the downward dog, making sure the shoulders are retracted, and then driving the heels towards the floor and the chest on the downward dog. We're now going to introduce a lunge, making sure the glutes are engaged so the hips are driving forward, and we're going to rotate again in this position, keep one hand flat on the floor, one hand reaching up to the sky. We're going to go for 5 on the left and 5 on the right, making sure we do both sides. Same again on the other side, making sure the glutes engaged and driving the hips forward. With a lunge, we're making sure that front knee isn't going too far over the foot, trying to stack the knee on top of the ankle. Okay, drop the knees to the floor. We're going to work through cat-cow position, where we're using the scapula, opening up the thoracic spine to really open up your shoulders and control in the upper back. Each time trying to push yourself all the way down to the floor and then pull yourself all as high as you go while keeping the arms straight. Again, we can rotate in this position, keeping one hand flat on the floor, feed your arm through the gap and then reach up. Just changes the emphasis on the movement slightly. Go for 5 on the left, 5 on the right, making sure we do both sides again. I'm going to move into child and up into a tabletop, just opening up the lats, putting a bit of movement through the shoulders. In child, making sure the chest is pushed towards the floor and the arms are nice and straight, and we're sitting in the hips. Walk ourselves up, last movement, and finished.
First exercise is the press up. You're going to complete 5 of these. Drop your hands beneath the shoulders, squeeze your abs and squeeze your glutes. Then you're going to drop down, taking your chest down below the height of the elbow before driving back up like so. These are all good form. To regress, drop your knees and repeat the same action or reduce the range to suit. Second exercise is the sit up. You're going to complete 10 of these. With your feet together, hands above your head, you're going to drive up, squeezing your abdominals as you do so. As you come up, you're aiming to reach the front of your toes before lowering back down under control. To regress this exercise, feet flat, hands on tops of thighs, and drive up like so, squeezing your core on every single rep. The final exercise is the squat. You're going to complete 15 reps of this. Feet shoulders apart, hands out for counterbalance. You're going to break your hips and knees to 90 degrees while you squeeze your abs and your core throughout. To regress this, what you can do is just reduce the range like so. "15 minutes, as many rounds as possible. 3, 2, 1, go!"
Well done, everybody. Make sure following the session you take on plenty of water, that you stretch off well because you're going to need that recovery. Tomorrow is going to be Tabata.